So next article over here is actually talking about the small marginal business or small scale business, MSMEs, etc. So that means small employed, self-employed, small and micro business scale. So that means everything, all these areas. So they come under the SMBs, and government has actually, especially during the COVID time period, government actually allotted a lot of schemes, a lot of funds for SMBs. But till now, what the survey over here is telling. So there has been a survey which has been done by the CIA. So this survey is telling that 88% of the SMB have still not been able to avail the benefits which actually government allotted or they actually promised previously. So why is this in news? CIA proposed that the center will amend the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Act 2006. So again, this is very important for the prelims perspective, the Act of 2006. So why do they want to, or why do they wish to amend this act? They want to amend this act so as to strengthen the State Facilitation Council. That means they want to allocate more funds to the MSMEs, or the micro, small, medium enterprise development, or SMBs. So somewhere around 80% of the small and medium business across India, so they are currently insecure about their future. So why are they insecure about their future? Because they have been hit by the COVID waves simultaneously. First they got the first wave, then second wave, etc. And that all hitting of these all these waves further led to the imposing of lockdown condition. And when there is a lockdown condition, we know the large scale units were still working. How? Because again, the large scale units actually could afford coming at an online platform, and they could work from there. Whereas if we talk about the SMBs or the self-employed people, etc., the small, the micro businesses, the small scale businesses, medium scale enterprises, etc. So all of these enterprises, or all of these entities, they do not have enough finance or enough funds available with them, that they could shift all their business on an online platform. So this became a very difficult condition for the SMBs. As a result, we saw that the data bagged survey, this survey actually helps us to bring out the pain points, and also help us to form policies in such a way so that we can find the solution regarding that. So again, this survey, the survey which has been conducted by CIA, so they actually showed us the accurate data. And we know that how important data is, because with the help of data only, the government can make schemes with the help of data, in a similar, keeping in mind the data. And therefore, if we have the data, proper allocation of resources can also be only done if we have a particular amount of data available to us. So initiatives which have been taken by the government in the SMB sector. So Union Finance Minister announced the liquidity measures, that means fund allocation under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, for which areas, for especially for the micro business, or the small scale business, medium enterprises, or the MSMEs we talk. So they also announced somewhere measure, also a part of somewhere around rupees 20 lakh crore as an economic stimulus package. So what is an economic stimulus package? That means, for example, if currently the economy is going in a doom situation, or it is going down, so government is pumping some money into the economy, so that is going to later on stimulate the running of the economy. So this is therefore economy stimulus package for the MSMEs, because currently they're facing the situations of doom. So especially during the COVID-19 time period. So this includes the liquidity finance measure and credit guarantees. That means these people could get credit at an at easy rates, or a low rates of return. That means, for example, if a farmer wants to take loan from a bank, so that farmer can get loan at a very low less percentage, or less rate of interest. So how does the rate of interest is related over here? For example, again, this farmer, if he gets some loan, or if he borrows some money in the form of loan, then later on he has to return that money as well. And all of us know that there is some amount of rate of interest which is applied on that loan. If the rate of interest is very high, people will hesitate in taking the credit. Whereas if the rate of interest is low, people will take more credit. And when there is a more credit taken by the people, that means more liquidity is generated in the economy. And when there is a more liquidity generated, that leads to the stimulation of the economy. So this is somewhere along, this is in short, if we call, this is the economic stimulus package. So over here, I've also attached the image that is a few areas where and what amounts were allocated by our finance minister, that is the Nirmala Sitharaman. So for the small scale business, for emergency and also this finance was allocated. For domestic forms of finance was allocated. For deduction of tax, etc. So that means all these, for example, reduced tax, higher incomes for infrastructural development, that means public sector units development, setting up of companies, deadline for project development. That means again, why the development? Sorry. So because if the government is going to put deadline in the infrastructure development, so that means although there is a lockdown situation, that means the economy is going down. But if there is a deadline regarding the infrastructural development for some project, so what that is actually doing, that is like giving employment to the daily wage workers. So when there is an infrastructure development going on, a lot of people get employed in there, for example the laborers, etc. So they get their employment. So that is also the government is taking initiatives in that sector as well. Over here also, this is related to the booster dose for the economy. So this is not a booster dose for the COVID, but this is a booster dose for economy. So what is the booster dose? In literal term, booster means like shifting something up or pushing something from behind so that it starts running. So that means the government is actually taking initiatives to shift or to push the economy, to push the push this small sector and the MSME sector, so that they could also run into the competition, aiming the pandemic situation, as these people are the people who have incurred the maximum amount of losses in the current scenario. So food related, like food related finance allocation, the Narega wages have been increased. Previously it was 182 rupees, now it has been made to 202 rupees for per day, allocating somewhere around 13.62 crores for per family, etc. So remembering the numbers, remembering the exact amount is not important, whereas remembering the areas where the government is working, for example providing subsidies, providing wages, etc. So the area is important for the prelims perspective or for the mains perspective as well. So what can be a way forward to that? That is, globally many countries have announced the stimulus packages. Now we know what the stimulus packages are. So if we talk about the developed countries, so developed country like announced their stimulus package, which accounts to somewhere around 10 to 12% of the fiscal expenditure. That means somewhere around 10 to 12% of their GDP. Whereas if we talk about India, we just have the fiscal package which we have announced, that accounts for only 0.7%, 75% of our GDP. So this number is also very low, because if we keep a focus on the number of the people in the informal sector, so that accounts to somewhere around 90% people. So if you talk about the formal and the informal sector, so highest number of people are employed in the informal sector, and informal sector includes like daily wage worker, self-employed people, small business owners, marginal business owners, or medium enterprises, or migrant laborers, etc. So all these people, so the maximum amount of our country is employed in this sector, the lower sector. So therefore, like GDP allocation, the percentage of the GDP allocation in this sector should be more than what has been done, or what figure over here which has been given. So therefore government should now focus, or now should turn its focus towards the business areas, the small areas, and they should also, like again, because they are running out of cash. So why are they running out of cash? Because again, a vicious circle is getting formed, as like for example, if we start from a customer. So the customer, for example, me being a customer, I do not have the money during the lockdown situation to go out and buy certain things. So I just spend my money on the necessity items, and if I'm not spending my money on the rest of the things, for example, if I like sir just now gave an example, that if my chappal is like is it in a condition in which I can like make it run for more 1 or 2 more months, then I'll avoid buying that. So that is not a basic necessity, right? So if I'm not going out and buying the basic necessity item, the companies which are manufacturing those items, they won't get profits, they won't have a capital inflow, they won't have a money inflow. And when they will not have a money inflow in their economy, they're going to like disemploy, they're going to remove their workers. That means that is again going to lead to unemployment. And when there is an unemployment, the customers or the consumers income decreases. So again, coming to me, my income decreases, me buying more or less products, then this vicious circle keep on continuing until and unless the government intervenes and they push the liquidity in the economy, or they boost the economy, they provide stimulus to the economy. So this was regarding the current affair.